Hello, friends from the comic and manga world. My name is Hector,
And this is G.
and we're here to talk to you for the October 6th FOC that is coming up. G and I work for Penguin Random House and sales into the direct market around the world. So, titles that we talk about in these videos are from the publishers that we represent into those markets. Also, note we're on social media, so you can find us on Instagram, X, Twitter, Facebook, and also on YouTube, of course. And with that, let's get started. I think you go first. Yes.
Yep.
Yes,
First
G.
up
You go
is
first.
Grimm. Yeah, Grimm issue number 25. This is the cover E. It's an incentive cover, so it's a 1 in 10. What's cool about this is a wraparound well, this one wraparound full art by Karen S. Darrow, the one that I particularly chose. And I just thought it was really cool looking. Like, look at it, like
Yeah.
with the smoke sort of turning into all these laughing skulls in the background with those crazy eyes.
Yeah.
Just so you know, this is the final chapter. So it'll be a finale with Jess and Marcel reunited in this one last time in this issue. Yeah, I can't wait for this one. And it has like I said, a very beautiful cover at that.
That's so cool. Very, very cool. All right. And next up is American Caper number one. This is cover D by Joe Quinones. And obviously an homage to Norman Rockwell art from the 50s, 60s. And I think I have a book of Norman Rockwell's art somewhere in the house. And just a little bit about this book that that's coming from Dark Horse. This is written by Dan Hauser and Laszlo and illustrated by David Lafan. Um, and also, you should note that eight covers are by Tyler Boss, but I picked this one because it really, caught my eye, and it's Norman Rockwell. And as soon as you tell you a little bit about the book, you'll see that it's such an amazing cover because it matches everything about the book. Basically, it's a tale about these two families in a normal our world, which is just a world full of corruptness and inept local politicians and criminals and unfortunate leisurewear. I'm reading exactly what it says in here. And it mixes all these characters. For example, a Mormon hitman and a gambling addict lawyer, and they both intertwine in a real estate deal gone wrong. Then they also mix in a Mexican beauty queen on the run from her past, two escaped convicts in love, a Wall Street billionaire who has become a cowboy, and a maniac hell bent on revenge. It's just a big satire, sort of political, social satire about American life. Any similarities to what's happening nowadays is pure, well, not necessarily pure coincidence. Um, so it sounds like it's going to be an extremely fun book. Um, Although it could be also sad because we're living a lot of what's going to be exaggerated on this book. And then the cover, again, is a Norman Rockwell was sort of it's still sort of the icon of images from the 50s and 60s of like that perfect generation, the greatest generation, and baby boomers, and how beautiful it was in those times. And to take that as a basis for this, and then putting these two characters with a very fat dog on the floor, and they're arguing obviously over politics and other things, and you still have the stars from the, I'm assuming, American flag in the back. So it looks, and then everything is very similar. Like the text is similar to sort of the text. I have the book, and it's the same text of the title, that same font. I mean, so um, and I love that it says 499 cents per the copy. So it takes you back to like what comics used to cost back in the 50s. Very, very cool. It really caught my eye, and then the description of the book, it sounds amazing. I need to definitely read this.
All right, next up, this is Predator Badlands issue 1. So this is the official prequel to and collaboration with the director Dan Trachtenberg, with the new and like the eagerly anticipated film of the same name, Predator Badlands. So we have a warrior who's given a task by his father to retrieve this piece of technology from this derelict spaceship that crashed years ago. And so inside this ancient deadly threat that lies in wait, and it's the it's the predator becoming prey, very much parental advisory with this one, and it has a really, really cool cover. Like it's
Yeah,
awesome the way that it looks. So yeah, I just really like it, and I chose this one in particular.
very nice. Next up is Galactic number one, cover F by Amilcar Pina. This is obviously an homage, variant homage to obviously Star Wars and A New Hope's original poster. Um, and this is written by Kurt Pyers and illustrated by Amilcar Pina, who's also the illustrator for this cover. Brazilian artist, very amazing. I mean, extremely amazing artist. You should check out his social media so you can see his other art if you haven't yet. And this is sort of the description. The first tagline on this is perfect. It's what if George Lucas and Quentin Tarantino had an effed up uh, baby? Oh, effed. No, sorry. I said that wrong. What if George Lucas and Tarantino effed and had a baby? That's what it says. Um, so it's a ultra-violent interstellar romance that tells the story of a roguish bounty hunter hired to bring back a princess on a deathbender on a hippie planet and inadvertently find themselves caught in the crossfire of an intergalactic war. So yeah, basically you mash up Star Wars and Tarantino and some other very cool movies from the 70s and 80s. Um, yes, and this cover, not much to say here. It also gives me a little bit of vibes to some space sci-fi anime. You know, especially the villain looks more like a sci-fi anime character than Darth Vader, but still looks very cool. And I love that it's wrap around, so you get the full scale. So big, very beautiful. So another one I can't wait for.
Next up is Roots of Madness, issue number 2. Have really, really great covers with all these
Hmm.
issues so far. We have this young black woman named Ida, who picks up a tradition of her late mother, taking these special medicines and using natural ingredients and secrets handed down generation by generation. Now, there's a problem within the community that she hopes to fix where um, she hopes to counteract the poisonous and abrasive solutions that Black women and girls are use and are sold by them to straighten their hair. And so there is this Meridian Fellowship that reaches out and offers a spot for her at the institution in Savannah, Georgia, where she can use their facilities to sort of jump at this chance to do some research. And so she hopes to do that to, in part, help the community, but also to understand more about the mysterious parts of her mother's work. But that's if the dark forces don't claim her first before she's able to do so. So, really, very interesting premise. It's inspired by the life of Madam C.J. Walker, so it's this alternative history that combines the traditional but also includes cosmic horror into something that's really unique and modern. And if you, this is something that I do recommend picking up for sure. And again, it's a really stunning I just chose the one, but these covers are really stunning.
Yeah, I love the very creepy bunny
Mhm.
staring at straight at you. It reminds me of the Monty Python Holy Grail bunny, killer
Mhm.
bunny. Anyways, next up, Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, Rites of Spring, number 4. That has I have a here variant C, and also there's a full art retail incentive 1 in 50 variant. Uh, and these are obviously this is an amazing book by Patrick Hovar, so sequel to the original Beneath the Trees So Nobody Sees, and covered by Elizabeth Beals, I should say. And Elizabeth Beals have been doing the story book variants for each issue. This one, if you don't know, you should recognize. If you don't recognize it, you didn't have a childhood. No, sorry. This is an homage to Harold and the Purple Crayon. But before that, she did a couple of like very classic storybook looking covers, but with a creepy element uh, in embedded into it. There was also a corduroy one, and I think there was a Pennington was the other one that was for issue 3. And in this one, I love how she is instead of the purple crayon, there's a knife, and instead of crayon coloring is blood that is being drawn on the wall. Very, very cool. Not more to say about this. Also, check out the movie homage covers, which are also, with each issue done, also included. There we go.
All right, and next up, we have Wind. This is The Power of the Blood, issue 6. This is cover C. This is the 20th anniversary variant. It's showing I mean, it'll be addressed, but they're adding it a little bit late. Like obviously, they're adding it later. But this is the image that we have now, and this cover art is done by Michael Downes, and it's really stunning. Like I love that it looks the creatures are glowing.
Yeah,
And it looks like it's just interesting. You can see different facial expressions on each one of them, which is cool. So it really drew me in. It almost looks like it would be glow in the dark. I'm not saying it
I
is.
was, I was just thinking about that. It's like, oh, if this was glow in the dark or foil, it would be amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, but it is not that. But this is the penultimate issue of this beloved series. As Zedra unleashes her full power in this final push to eradicate humans and fairies alike. Of course, Wynn and his companions must meet the enemy more ruthlessly than ever before. And yeah, look at those innocent big eyes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Innocent
but
and
it's a really
creepy.
cool cover.
I think that's the theme for this video. Innocent but creepy at the same time, because I think
Yes.
most of the images that we've shown are like that. But
Mhm.
now for something not really creepy, but still cute. Spider Girl number 6. This is the cover A by David Nakayama. Um, I picked this one, but also you should check out the cover by Romy Jones, which has Spider Girl hanging out on a hammock on a beach. And this book sees Spider Girl going back to her home in Hawaii, and there's trouble over there with Tombstone, and also she's dealing with a lot of stuff on her personal life. So very, very cool. It's a very classic. I was trying to find if there was an exact homage, but there's so many sort of I don't know if that was what David Nakayama was looking for, but there are all these album covers from the 60s and 70s for sort of surf beachy music, and they a lot of them have an image of somebody surfing like this, and it has even the dots sort of like the on the lens of water and things like that. um it looks very cool. I love that the surfboard obviously has the spider logo on it. Uh, and she's definitely killing it on the waves. She's just hanging 10 right there. Um, very cool. That's it.
All
And
right,
next
and
up,
then for the piece of news for this week, we have Tokyopop and their license announcement. So first up, we have Touched by Twilight. This is a historical BL manga about a mentor and a student torn apart by, unfortunately, family conflict, only to find each other again years after. And then next up, we have About a Love Song. We have a band member named Hoshina who loves music but struggles to write love songs while working part-time at a convenience store. So he's drawn to his younger coworker Seto, but doesn't expect anything to come from it until the two get like caught in the rain. Of course, the rain has to happen, and they end up spending the night together. In the morning, Hoshina discovers Seto's in high school. Ooh, and insists that they stop seeing each other after even after Seto graduates, and Seto wants to explore the relationship further and continues to pursue Hoshino, but Hoshino awkwardly attempts to keep him at a safe distance. While apart, Hoshino is inspired to write a song about his feelings for Seto, and following Seto's graduation, he sees Hoshino perform the song, and the two reconcile their feelings for each other. This is that. Of course, none of these, the covers are not final. And then another announcement that they made in the twilight of our adolescence. This is a story about two boys who grow from boys to adults during their adolescence and who worry, make mistakes, the things that everyone goes through, and they have to come to terms through many facets of their life. So we have a character who's this young, popular boy who excels in both academics and sports and naturally has people gather around him and he has a classmate that he admires but he can't tell anyone about him. So we have this crush that's happening here. Then something happens. There's this incident that occurs that leads them to become closer because of it. So another title that I recommend taking a look at. And again, these are the announcements from Tokyopop.
great. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed and we hope you come back. We do these weekly, but we also have some monthly videos where we go over the list of collected editions, graphic novels, and also manga that are coming every month. And like I mentioned at the beginning, also check us out our social medias. You can find us at PRH International Comics. And that's it. Thank you so much. Take care.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.